Away from the NCC, the Electoral Commission is optimistic of capturing about 70,000 new voters onto the electoral roll in its MOP-UP voter registration exercise, which begins today. The 3-day exercise is to give persons who turned 18 years after the recent limited voter registration exercise the opportunity to have their details captured on the voter roll. People who could not register previously can also take advantage of the exercise and get registered. Addressing a news conference in Accra, Deputy Chairman of the EC in charge of operations, Samuel Tete, said the commission had designated 268 district officers, 26 public universities, and 41 prison centers across the country for the exercise. Let's touch base with our reporters on the ground. We start off from Accra. My colleague Kenneth just visited some registration centers and he's come through with this report.
News team got to the University of Ghana registration center. We were told that about 70 people had registered and they are expecting a minimum of 200 students to register. When we got here though, only senior high school students were registering because the university students, we were told, were having exams. We spoke to an EC official who said the process has been smooth so far.
Over here we started at 7 a.m. We had about, as at 7 a.m. we had about 6 people already in the queue. So exactly 7 on the dot, we started the registration and then we've been going through till now. For about 70 people have registered. For today, I learned the students are writing exams, so the numbers may not be as expected, but we should get a minimum of 200.
For the students who are first-time voters, expressed joy at getting to have their names captured onto the voter register and getting to be able to decide who leads the country in December.
Yes, I am done with my registration and the process was good. It isn't a bad process, but it didn't took me that long. It took me about like 5 to 6 minutes to actually finish my registration. The advice I have for them is they shouldn't actually give up in our government or anything. They should believe in themselves and then come and register the Ghana card, the voters ID card, so that we could select a good president or a good leader for our country.
It was fine. Like, they asked of my mother's name, my father, and my date of birth. Like 30 minutes. No, I'll vote. I'll vote.
It was cool because I'm with my Ghana card, so it was cool. Oh, I'll be voting this year, and I'll be happy to vote so that we can select a good president to come and help us.
MP for the area, Lydia Seiram Al-Hassan, was spotted here, wishing the students well, served them some breakfast, but did not speak to Joy News. Her key contender, the NDC parliamentary candidate for this area, John Dumelo, was also around to wish the students well. He was optimistic that it is these young first-time voters that are going to help elect him become MP for Ayawaso West Wuogon.
Far so good. Most of the students are coming to register, especially in Legon. You have the OIC students. OIC is a school here as well, and so most of them are coming to register. And so far I think the process has been impressive. Well, I am. I'm impressed because, of course, because of the OIC students. But I'm sure that the Legon students will also come out because most of them have also not registered. And so we hope and pray that, you know, by Saturday, most of them would have registered. The truth of the matter is, I think the 2024 general election is the youth that are going to determine who becomes the winner. And so if you look at our flag bearer, John Mahama, you know, he's very attractive. Or the youth are attracted to him. When you take a look at Ayawaso West Wuogon, which is myself, I'm a young man, and the youth. I mean, when I came here this morning and they were here, I mean, most of them were taking pictures, we interacted, and so on and so forth. And so they are attracted to these things, and we know that will translate into votes and to victory for us. And the
exercise, which is supposed to last for a total of 3 days, is a follow-up to the limited voter registration exercise, which took place in May. So those that were not able to be captured onto the voting system have the opportunity to do so at this window. From the University of Ghana, Kenneth Jesse for Joy News.
So from Accra, let's head to Kumasi, where my colleague Nana Boache Yadom has been engaging the Ashanti Regional EC boss, Francis Osei Insia, who says there hasn't been any challenge so far.
Constituencies, Bantama constituency, Inshaeso constituency, Menshia South, and then the Menshia North constituency. But Subin constituency is also here, and then we can see a number of first-time applicants who are participating in the registration exercise. This is the first day of the MOP-UP exercise, and then party agents are already here observing the registration exercise. I mean, the former mayor of Kumasi, Kojo Bonsu, has also monitored the process. We'll be engaging him shortly on his observation so far. I mean, checking through the process, the first day, are you impressed?
First, 5 hours, so far so good. We haven't heard anything, and I believe it should be like that till the end of the 3 days. We don't want, any noise here, and we want to let people know that we are serious. We wouldn't allow anybody to bring in people who are not at the right age and who are also not eligible to register here. That's why we are all monitoring.
So far, we've not heard of any.
That is what I'm saying. I'm saying that we want a situation where it will be continuously like this. We don't want anything different because we are prepared for this.
Do you think that the EC has put in enough measures to make sure that the process goes on smoothly?
What has the EC got to do? They are doing their work, and I believe that we should allow them to do their work. I think they have everything in place, so let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They're doing their work.
How serious has your party taken this particular exercise?
That is why I'm from Accra. I'm here. Okay? Have you seen my colleagues? He was a former mayor of Asakori Mampong, former mayor of Kumasi, former party. See, we are all here. We want to be very vigilant, and we are vigilant. That's all I'm saying.
And looking at the voter turnout, is that impressive as well?
Oh, this is the first 5 hours, so let's not talk about turnouts. Let's look at how the thing goes. So far, so good.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And that is the former mayor of the Ashanti region, Kojo Bonsu, and he says that the first 5 hours has been a little bit impressive for him, but then they are cautioning the EC to be very, very careful. They do not want any circumstances whereby there would be any form of misunderstanding. There should not be a situation whereby children who are not qualified to participate in the registration exercise would be brought in to participate. That is what he said to the EC. He has been observing the process. He came in not long ago. As I said, this particular office is housing about 5 constituencies: Bantama, Nshaya, Menshia South, Menshia North. Subin is also part of this this particular district office, engaging first-time applicants. And so the exercise so far has been good, and it has been smooth. And he's also a party agent. I have a party agent here with me. So far, how has the process been?
Oh, so far so good. Bantama, the number is keep on increasing in Bantama, and as it is now, we have registered around 50 people, and we are looking forward to register around 1,000.
Just for Bantama alone?
Yeah, just for Bantama.
And so far, you've registered 50 people?
Yes, please.
Going forward, are you optimistic that you'll get to your target?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic that after this exercise, we will reach our target.
Okay, thank you so much. I have another applicant here. She's participating in the registration exercise for the first time. How has the process been since you came here?
It was fast.
Okay. And did you encounter any challenges whatsoever?
No.
Okay. But then, looking at your colleagues here, do you think that they can all participate in the registration exercise?
Yes, please. Okay. They can all participate because they are fast, and they also they didn't have any difficulties during the registration. It was fast and convenient. So I think all of them can participate for now.
Thank you so much. And that is an applicant. She's done with her registration process. She has her card already. And you can see some people here. This stand is for the Bantama constituency, Menshia South and the Menshia North constituency. They have their stand elsewhere. Nshia also has its own stand elsewhere. They are all hoping to register. A number of them today being the first day. And so we would be observing and see what as to whether or not the target for today would be met. But then the agent for the New Patriotic Party is also here. I mean, how has the process been so far? Any challenges whatsoever?
Well, once again, there hasn't been any challenge, but it's just that since, you know, Africans or typical Ghanaians with the last minute stuff, we will wait. The announcement has gone out that we are doing a mop-up, 3 days mop-up, and typically they will not come, and the last day you see them mopping up. But the only problem I have with the other side when I talk about the NDC is that this is a registration, and it's assumed, or it's not even assumed, it's limited or mop-up, and if you have attained the universal adult suffrage age, you are qualified to register. But it might surprise you that you see these people, these NDC agents, bringing the peoples here, and they'll be writing their house number, their hometown, the information on them. Meanwhile, these students or these very people you are bringing them are not visually impaired, they are not audio impaired. So the question is, does it mean they are not from the constituency, or where are you taking them from? Because a child by 18, at least you know his house number, even not at all where he's coming from. Other things he's supposed to know, but it might interest you writing them, and when you challenge, they will try to start to create chaos and commotion and here and there. But at least we've warned them that when it goes on for a very long time, we are not going to agree to what they are doing, because it's against the EC has stated clearly the rules and regulations govern this process. So that is the challenge I'm facing. But for now, no, I think everything is okay apart from these small problems that is coming up.
All right, thank you so much. And that is the agent for the New Patriotic Party here at the regional EC office. The process so far has been encouraging for most of these agents that we've spoken to. When we went to the Asakari Mampong EC head office, they told us that they are impressed with the process. Looking at the turnout for the very first time, of today being the first day, it is quite encouraging. But then going forward, they would want to see a number of people continue to troop in to participate in the MOP-UP registration exercise. And so you can see that this will be the first port of call for you to get to here. Then you get into the main stands where the EC officials will take your particulars, and then you get inside there to get your voter's ID card. Today being the first day, this is the whole situation, especially in the Ashanti region. Over to you.